Hello everybody on YouTube and all the NFL YouTube prognosticators and NFL fans everywhere. This is Andrew Warren, back here once again, giving you my picks for Week 5 for the 2018 NFL season and my picks for Week 6 of the 2018 NCAA Football season. Excuse me, I should say 2018-2019 NCAA Football season. There we go. I can't imagine it's Week 5 in the NFL season already. Time's going by fast. We're already in the end of the first quarter, you could say, in the for the NFL season. As we go into Week 6, it's just mind-boggling. It's going by really fast right now. But, hey, anyways, that being said, though, my thoughts about Week 5. All right, the Rams did very poorly on defense, but if it wasn't for Jared Goff doing all these 5 touchdowns, they would have lost the game. Just saying. But, what I'm saying now is, Minnesota, I don't know what's going on with them. They still need to get that little slump out of them. But then anyways, at Atlanta and Cincinnati, though, that was a good fight game in the end. Just got to say, don't leave A.J. Green wide open. You'll pay the price. Sorry, Atlanta. That's what happened to you. But anyways, that being said, though, Chicago, Mitch Trubisky didn't hit in that. Mitch Trubisky. All I could say is he beat out Ryan Fitzmagic. Just saying. And looks like Ryan Fitzmagic right down the tubes. And of course, Dallas and Detroit, though. I'll say this: Dallas was lucky to survive that. Just saying. And you can see Jerry Jones on the sideline like going, yay! He's doing little dance in his little Jerry world and things like that. But you know what? It's all going to come crashing down. I could just see that in Dallas. But anyways, then Green Bay and Buffalo. Aaron Rodgers. Yikes. Yikes. Yeah, I don't know. But at least they got the victory, so I'll just say that. But Aaron Rodgers was holding that leg of his. I don't know. But they got Philadelphia and Tennessee shocked the hell out of me that last week, though, beating off the Super Bowl champions. But hey, look, maybe Mike Vrabel's onto something. I mean, maybe there's something in there I kind of like. I kind of like how Tennessee's doing. That was going to give me my shout-out for coming out, too. But anyways, and of course, Indianapolis and Houston. All right, I got to say this. I understand why the Colts did what they did, but at the same time, one of the most boneheaded plays you ever see. First, you have that fake punt return by my New England Patriots a couple of years ago, and now what they did on 4th down in overtime against Houston on their own 40-yard line. Their own 40-yard line. You gotta punt the ball where if it's in your own 40-yard line or more when you go way down. Look, I get it. I understand it's 10 minutes in overtime. I understand you hate it, and I understand you bleep and hate times. I try to cut down the swearing. So there you go. But I understand that. But you gotta punt the ball. You gotta punt the ball when you're in your own 40-yard line. You gotta punt it. And look what happened. It kind of bite you in the you-know-where. And it's probably going to cost the Indianapolis Colts the season right there. And of course, my Patriots and Dolphins. My Patriots are back! Woohoo! Well, anyways, we knocked out the unbeaten Miami Dolphins. We're back in business. Now we're on to Indianapolis. Jacksonville and New York. Jacksonville needed a good victory. There you go. Oakland and Cleveland. Look, I mean, I understand it was a quarterback duel, and yeah, they had a big problem in overtime. Well, not in overtime. Was it a fumble or something like that? That it was called, it was recovered by Cleveland, and it was reversed or something like that. Kind of similar to the Tuck rule play. Well, sorry about that. But kind of similar to the Tuck rule play, like the Oakland Raiders went through years ago with my Patriots in the division round. They kicked off the Patriots dynasty, by the way. But, yeah, but still. That being said, but then anyways, though, we got the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. My thoughts go out to, I need to say it. I mean, Earl Thomas. I mean, I hope he's doing well of his injury, but you don't flip off your own teammates like that. You don't do that. I mean, what the hell? I mean, not for nothing. And, like, I get it. You have under contract issues. I understand. But you don't flip people off like that. You don't do that. Come on. That's just selfish talk right there. I mean, come on. You're a part of the Legion of Doom. You did all that. You can't flip them off like that. And the New Orleans and the Giants. No surprise. Let's go. The Chargers and the 49ers. Okay, I admit, I didn't expect the San Francisco to be at a good fighting game without Jimmy Garoppolo, but they did. They showed up. But the Chargers, for once, they did not get screwed. They won the game. And Pittsburgh and Baltimore. Oh my God, what could I say about Pittsburgh? They're in trouble. Just saying. I think there's something Jefferson wrong with Pittsburgh right now, and I just can't figure it out what it is. I mean, there's something lacking down there, which I don't know. I don't know if it's they're missing Le'Veon Bell, if they're missing somebody else. I don't know. Something's something's in the water. They need to get up and get moving on that right now. There's a lot of drama going on there. And of course, probably the game of the week was the Denver and Kansas City on Monday night. Patrick Mahomes looks like he did his magic again. Down 10-0 and got him in a 14-point comeback, though. That was something for them. Especially in Denver, when it's one of the toughest places to play, though. One of the toughest places to play in the NFL. And they if they got it done. I mean, I'm really impressed with what Patrick Mahomes is doing right now. Now they're 4-0, looking strongly in the AFC West. Maybe if they keep winning it like this, though, they may capture the division. Just saying. Well, that's my picks for my thoughts about week 4. Overall, though, I went 6-8 in the ATS. And right now, I'm 25-35 overall in the year, and my first winning week for the straight up. Woohoo! Then I'm 8-7 straight up. Overall, I'm 30-31. Let's have a better week this week, shall we? Alright, though. Now let's get on to our Week 5 picks. Starting in the NFL section. Let's get rolling. We're going to kick things off for the Thursday night game. It's going to be my New England Patriots over the Indianapolis Colts. Right now, the Patriots coming off a big victory and like a pounding against the Miami Dolphins at home. Now they go play at home again on Thursday night in a short week against the Indianapolis Colts. Which the Colts had a loss in overtime, which it was a big boner on that, I should say. But whatever. But anyways, I think my Patriots are going to win this game. I think they're kind of get back on track what they normally do after they have a lousy September and go on their way in their playoff success, which has been done over the years. So I think that's what's going to happen in this case. And I like the Patriots over the Colts. On the line, though, the Colts are favored by 10 in this game. What the hell? I'm going to take it. I'm going to take my Patriots minus 10. Why? Because I'm an idiot. But, alright, I'm just going to take it. And the Titans and the Bills. Well, the Titans coming up a big win over the Super Bowl champions, Philadelphia Eagles, as the Buffalo Bills are just coming up a dismal defeat as they lose to the Green Bay Packers 22-0. But Titans over the Bills, all that being said, Marcus Mariota looked pretty decent. And it looks like I think they're going to try to do some damage. I think they're going to make some noise. So anyways, I like the Tennessee Titans in this one. I like them over Buffalo. I believe that one's in, and I believe, if I remember correctly, that was in, Tennessee's at home, I think it is. I think it's at home, so I'm not really entirely sure, but, nope, I'm sorry, take it back, it's in Buffalo, I'm sorry. So, anyways, no matter where they are, I think Tennessee's going to win it, so I like Tennessee going on the road to beat off the Buffalo Bills. On the line, the Titans are favored by 3 in this one, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take Tennessee, minus 3. Cincinnati and Miami. All right, here we go. The Cincinnati Bengals coming off a big win over the Atlanta Falcons as the Miami Dolphins are trying to get back on track as they lost to my New England Patriots last week, 38-7. The storyline is A.J. Green. If A.J. Green is having a good game, Cincinnati's going to win. And that's what I think what's going to happen. I think A.J. Green is going to have a big game. And that being said, I like the Bengals over the Dolphins. On the line, though, the Dolphins are favored by... the Cincinnati Bengals are favored by 6. I'm going to take the Dolphins plus 6. I think that's too many points to give up, so I'm going to take the Dolphins plus 6. So, anyways, the Ravens and the Browns. I mean, the Ravens are coming off a big division win against the the Pittsburgh Steelers on Sunday Night Football. The Cleveland Browns are coming off a big win. Well, coming off a tough loss against Oakland, which was a controversial call in overtime. So, that being said, though, division game, it's a tough one to play, but I believe that's in Cleveland, so that's going to be really good for them, but I don't know. I think despite how Joe Flacco had a decent game and was okay, and Baltimore's defense showed up, I think this is going to be Baltimore's game on this one. That's how I see it rolling, but I like Baltimore over Cleveland. On the line, though, the Ravens are favored by 2.5 on this one. I like that. I like the pick on there. If this was a little bit more, like 3 or more, I would have picked Cleveland's side of that, because you never know if Cleveland's going to win it. So I'm going to take I'm going to take Baltimore minus 2.5. One thing I forgot, though. Julian Edelman from my New England Patriots, it's coming back from his suspension. So if you're going to be on his fantasy league, put him in. Just saying. Because he's going to, I don't know. So just saying, Julian Edelman's going to be back from his suspension, which that's going to be good for them. So, anyways, that being said, though, I like going on to the Packers and Lions, and it's another divisional matchup. I like this one is a really interesting task. I mean, this is Matt Patricia's first taste of the Green Bay Packers this year. So, I don't know how they're going to pull off now that Aaron Rodgers' healthy issues are going on. I don't know, but, But despite beating him, whatever Aaron Rodgers is healthy or not, I'm going to take Green Bay aside on this. I like Green Bay over Detroit. On the line, though, that's a pick'em game, and I'm going to take the Packers in the pick'em. So, anyways, Jaguars and the Chiefs. Oh, my God, this is going to be a good game, though. I can see this could be a game of the week on this one. We have the unbeaten Kansas City Chiefs going home at Arrowhead, and they're going to be playing against Jacksonville Jaguars. And Arrowhead's a tough place to play. They're one of the loudest fans in the league right now. Besides the Seattle Seahawks fans, which I'll get to Seattle in a bit. But anyways, what I mean by that though is this is a big test, and this is another big test for Patrick Mahomes. Denver's defense was tough, but Jacksonville is even tougher. Have a tougher defense. Blake Bortles, I don't know. So. What's he going to do? But I got to do this, but I like an upset pick on this one. I like the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Kansas City Chiefs. On the line, though, the Chiefs are favored by 3 in this one. I like the Jaguars to win. I like the Jaguars to win. I like Jacksonville plus 3. All right, the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets, though. This was almost debating back and forth on that, which I don't know. It's going to be a low-pointing game. Denver's coming up a tough loss against the Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. As the New York Jets, on the other hand, they're walking off with a loss, too, with the big clobbering off against Jacksonville. So it's like, ugh. But honestly, though, I believe this is in New York. So, yeah, I think it's in New York, though, so that's going to be even good for the Jets to have their fans on the side, but overall, though, I like Denver's defense a lot, though. I mean, despite the Broncos have a no offense since Peyton Manning retired, but you got Case Keenum. I can't really trust Case Keenum as their quarterback, so I gotta take. But I still like Denver's defense. Didn't trust them enough to win this. I like the Denver Broncos over the New York Jets. On the line, though. I believe the Broncos are an underdog in this one, so I'm going to take the Broncos plus 1. So you can say it's an upset, though, and it could be a pick'em. I don't know. But last time I checked, the Jets were favored, but I don't know. This could change. I don't know. But either way, though, no matter what the side and against the spread is, pick the Broncos. So right now I'm going to take the Broncos plus 1, but it could change. But I don't know. We'll see. All right, though, the Steelers and Falcons. That's going to be a good one to play, though. Despite playing in Pittsburgh this week, though, this is going to be a really tough battle. I really see this going. But in the end, I know Matt Ryan has Julio Jones and everyone else, but Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown. But I don't know. But since they have Le'Veon Bell, that offense is not the same team. I don't know what is lacking right there. There's got to be something in there. So, I don't know. I mean, if they keep holding this up, though, I mean, Pittsburgh may not go anywhere, but just saying. But, honestly, though, despite in Pittsburgh, I like Pittsburgh in this game. I like Pittsburgh over Atlanta in this one. On the line, though, the Steelers are favored by 3 in this one. That's a pretty fair amount, though. This could be a 3-point differential. I like the Steelers -3. All right, though, we got the Panthers and the Giants. I have nothing to say with this. I like Cam Newton and the Panthers in this one. On the line, though, Panthers are favored by 7.5. Take it. Carolina, -7.5. Giants have nobody, but one of the worst offense in the league. Defensively, okay, but the only good thing about the Giants' offense, they have a good running game. That's all I think about, but there's nothing to say about the Giants. Nothing. All right, though, the LA Chargers against the Raiders in this one. I believe that's in LA, so that's in where the Chargers play. So I like, and now that they're playing, it's a divisional matchup too. So this could be a tough game. So either way, though, I like the Chargers at home against the Oakland Raiders. On the line, though, the Chargers are favored by 5.5 in this one. That's too many points to give up, especially in a division game. I like the Raiders plus 5.5. So, anyways, though, and to the defending Super Bowl champions, the Philadelphia Eagles, going home against the Minnesota Vikings. Look, both teams are coming up with a tough loss. Minnesota coming up by 1 touchdown differential, while Philadelphia lost by a field goal in overtime. So, either way, though, I like Philadelphia. Despite being at home in Philadelphia, this is going to be a great thing for Carson Wentz to pick up. I like Philadelphia picking up the victory against I like the Philadelphia Eagles picking up the victory against the Minnesota Vikings in this one. So I like the Eagles over the Vikings. On the line, though, the Eagles are favored by 3 in this one. Decent amount of it. I like it. I like the Eagles -3. So, and the Cardinals and the 49ers. All right. I'll say this. Despite Arizona looked pretty decent. They looked pretty decent, despite almost... I know, Josh Rosen looked pretty good. Everyone else on defense looked fine. They just didn't get the win. But, of course, they had a big momentum with Earl Thomas, and they were in the middle of that. So, man. Do I have to pick one? Do I really have to pick one? What the hell? I'm going to pick the Arizona Cardinals over the San Francisco 49ers. I don't know, despite both teams losing, though. But I liked how Arizona played, though, in that game. Josh Rosen looked pretty impressive, though. Even though they didn't get the win, he still kept them in there, though. He kept hanging in there. So I kind of like that. So, but on the line, though, I think the 49ers are favored in this game. I believe they are favored in this game. But I'm taking the Cardinals, and they're favored by 4.5 on this one. Excuse me, the 49ers are favored by 4.5. I like the Cardinals to win. I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the Cardinals plus 4.5. Even though it's a division matchup. I'm crazy about it. Yeah, I know. But, anyways, I like... And, anyways, go... And... Yeah, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the Cardinals plus 4.5. I mean, I was thinking about it at first. I had a debate on that, so... Sorry. Alright, now we're going to go with the Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. So, they had that Earl Thomas situation going on in Seattle. He's the heart and soul of the defense. Ugh. I know this is a division matchup. I'm just saying, it's in Seattle. I'm taking the Rams. Despite what's going on with Seattle with Earl Thomas. And Russell Wilson, I don't think he has anybody to throw to. So, and the Legion of Boom is officially dead. Officially dead. And so... I'm taking the LA Rams over the Seattle Seahawks, despite being in Seattle, where the fans are one of the loudest fans in the NFL too, like the Chiefs fans. On the line, though, the Rams are favored by 7.5 on this one. I'll give Seattle credit for this. I'm taking Seattle plus 7.5 because this can go either way because it's a division matchup. Now on to the Sunday Night Football game, though. It's the Houston Texans over the Dallas Cowboys. It's the Battle of the Texas. It's the Texas Bowl, you can say. And this is the Houston Texans. That in their first game, though, the Houston Texans played Dallas, so which was kind of an interesting fact on that. And that being said, though, the Houston Texans got a victory against the Indianapolis Colts by a blunder play that the Colts should have done, but whatever. But now that momentum's going to be on their side, I think they're going to take that on Dallas on that side. I like the Houston Texans on Sunday Night Football over Jerry Jones' world in Dallas, over the Dallas Cowboys. And Jerry Jones going to be like, oh, now we're falling apart again. My team sucks. My team sucks. Well, you know what? Get used to it, Dallas. Jerry Jones is just a terrible owner. Get used to me saying that. I'm going to keep saying it. But on the line, though, the Texans are favored by 3. 3 in this one. I like it. I like the Texans -3. And on Monday Night Football, this is an interesting matchup. This is the battle of the best offense versus the best defense in the league. Washington has the best defense. Saints have a great offense. Either way, it's going to be a back-and-forth game. Honestly, I trust Drew Brees on the offense on this. I like the Saints over the Redskins. Why? Redskins have Alex Smith. Just saying. On the line, though, the Saints are favored by 7 in this game. That's too many points to give up, though, because I can't trust what the Saints defense is going to do. But on the line, though, I'm going to take the Redskins plus 7. There you go. Those are my NCAA. These are my NFL Week 5 picks. Hope you enjoyed it. All right. Now, before I move on to my NCAA football picks, so bye weeks this week is the Bears and Bucks. So if you have Mitch Trubisky in Chicago, if you have Ryan Fitzpatrick in Tampa Bay, bench them because they're not going to be playing this week. All right, and now to my NCAA football picks for Week 6. Alabama still number 1, and they're playing against Arkansas. Alabama's been on a roll. You got to pick Alabama. Alabama over Arkansas. On the line, though, Alabama's favored by 35. I'm going to take it. Alabama plus 35. You know why? Because it's Nick Saban. Georgia and Vanderbilt. I don't know. Georgia, is probably going to make a run for its money when they play Alabama. When they play Alabama, they could be facing each other in the SEC championship game. But anyways, no matter what's going to happen in this case, I like Georgia over Vanderbilt. Although I know Georgia's favored by 27.5, I'm going to take it. No, actually, I'm going to take Vanderbilt in this one. Maybe Vanderbilt can make a run for their money. I don't know. You have to wait and see. But I'm going to take Vanderbilt plus 27.5. And Ohio State and Indiana. Ohio State. They got a great lucky breakaway last week against Penn State. They got lucky. But I got to say that. They had a controversial call at the end of the game or something like that. But Ohio State, they're gonna keep winning over Indiana. On the line, no, the Ohio State's favored by 27.5. 27, excuse me. Yeah, it's 27, excuse me. But I'm gonna take Ohio State in this one. Ohio State minus 27. And number 4, Clemson over Wake Forest. I like this one. This could be an interesting matchup on this one. Wake Forest always gives Clemson a hard time. I like Clemson in this game, to be honest with you. And I like Clemson over Wake Forest. On the line, though, the Clemson's favored by 17.5. That's a pretty fair, decent amount on that one. If this is over 17 in this one, I would go to pick Wake Forest in that. But I'm going to take Clemson minus 17.5. All right, those are my NCAA football picks for the week. Hope you enjoyed it. Shoutouts this week is MNB. So you got to check this crazy guy out. He makes great picks. But what he does, though, he does spread picks on one video. He does a straight up picks the other video. He does really interesting things. He does a lot of crazy stuff when he makes his picks, too. But definitely check his link down below. And of course, you can check out Keith Bailey. The reason why I'm giving him a shout out, though, because his Tennessee Titans are on a roll lately, and I like it. I love how Tennessee's doing. I love how Mike Vrabel's doing. Former Patriot right here. I'm just saying. Mike Vrabel, a former Patriot guy. played under Bill Belichick, and he's doing pretty well. And that's why and of course, you got to give my shout out to my couple other guys, Matt the NFL Fanatic. Definitely check his video out. If you're new to my channel, I'll send a link down below. You can definitely check all these guys out in the NFL YouTube Prognosticator page. And of course, one more shout out is Edward Leonard. I mean, he's a really good prognosticator too. He does a lot of pick'ems. On the side though, he does a lot of Zodiac things. It's pretty interesting what he does though. If you want to check his Zodiac stuff out, that's the good guy to go to. So anyways, that being said though, this is Andrew Warren signing off. By the way, before I go, I did an NHL video, was it Friday or yesterday? Well, I uploaded it the day before, so I updated it yesterday. So, anyways, you can definitely check that out. I'll leave the link down below, right in there, if you're going to check that. If you like hockey, check out my early picks and predictions in the Stanley Cup Finals. Definitely check that one out, too. I definitely recommend that. Until then, this is Andrew Warren, signing off. Telling you guys to have a good week this week, and good luck, and for everyone across the country, Happy Columbus Day and Happy Thanksgiving in Canada, which I think that's Thanksgiving week or in Canada or something like that. But anyways, that being said, hope you have a good holiday. Peace.